Hi everybody. I hope everybody's having a great night. I'm having a pretty laid back Sunday. I did a brief live Instagram. I tried live Instagram today. And then I did a live feed through my Facebook page last night. I figured I'd try it out. It was just impromptu. So first and foremost, I want to say thank you to all my subscribers, followers on Twitter, and my followers on Facebook as well as Instagram. I'm so grateful to all of you. My friend Jordan alerted me today that I actually have 83 subscribers. I am so thankful. Not too far away from 100, so if you don't already know, I'm having a giveaway at 100 subscribers on my YouTube. And the story behind the item that I'm giving away is a retired supernatural purse. And about a year and a half, 2 years ago, a really good friend of mine, an acquaintance on Facebook, actually gave it to me as a gift, which I really love. And then my dad ended up getting me one for Christmas. So instead of giving away the one my friend gave me, I'm going to give away the one that my dad gave me. So I figure I might as well give somebody else the gift, right? Especially if there's someone out there who's a huge supernatural fan. I think the purse retailed at the time new $50 to $60. I don't know what it retails for now because a lot of the retired purses go for a decent amount of money. So hopefully somebody will pay it forward with it if they don't want it. So my point of this video is I wanted to talk a little bit more about the blood wolf moon and what you're feeling right now. So who I'm speaking to right now are any witches, pagans, intuitives, INFJs, introverts, empaths. You're noticing if you are already having issues with a relationship, a friendship, or a marriage of some sort, and you thought everything was gonna be okay. You thought it was quiet, and now all of a sudden with this moon, it's starting to make it more intense. It's making it so it's more in front of your face versus being able to deal with it in a slower pace. I hope that makes sense. So it's bringing up all these things that have been really not coming up. And so we're struggling with that. So I've noticed in the last couple of days that I have a lot of really old emotions that I've been working through the past 2 years that are actually coming through a lot more. So I'll give you an example. I have an issue with clutter and hoarding to an extent. It's not hoarding like on the TV, but it's hoarding because somewhere along the line a few years back, I have huge abandonment issues from childhood and also from adulthood. And somewhere along the line, I started to get cluttery. And then I got a flare up with my RA, and then things just got worse. So I've been struggling with that probably for the last year, and I just realized it through therapy, through working through meditation, and not going to a therapist, therapy myself, meaning doing Reiki, doing really deep soul work with myself and my guides and the angels and my spirit guide and different things. And I realized that it's a product of a traumatic childhood and that I can understand how people get like that. And so it's a work in progress for me because when I'm having a very low day or low vibration, it affects me more, right? Like anybody, when you're sick, does things affect you more, right? You over exaggerate, you stress out quicker, that kind of thing. So the techniques for getting through this moon, because it's going to be intense. I mean, obviously last night a lot of people took videos and camera pictures of it, and I couldn't catch it on my crappy phone, but you can feel it, right? And people think that just for the time that you can see it, that's the only time you're going to feel the effects, and that's not true. It can affect us up until a week to a week and a half before, and a week to a week and a half or even more after. So you may be, still feeling the effects of this moon next week. And so it's very important to ground yourself, meditate, burn sage, burn candles, ground to speak to your gods and goddesses if that's your thing, honor them. Ask for guidance from your spirit guides. For me, I use a lot of essential oils. I use the candles right now. I'm burning sage, and then I was burning dragon's blood incense, which is my I love dragon's blood, both liquid and the incense. As well as later tonight when I go to bed, I use essential oils, and I use a little bit of lemon, sometimes lavender. It just depends. I have a sick roommate right now, so I'm going to probably be using a little bit of thieves with some peppermint to make sure I don't get sick. So one of the things somebody asked me the other day was, what do I do when I feel like I need to ground myself, where I feel like everything's affecting me no matter what I do? So in the beginning of this traumatic experience of me not being able to ground, when I started to delve into my childhood, this has been ongoing for quite a while, I would have to meditate once a day. And you start off slow because a lot of people can't focus. And then I would do every other day. And then I am going to suggest to all of you that journaling is the most important thing to do on this journey, especially when you're working through old energy. I have to force myself because I am not very good at journaling, but I am telling you this because when you go back to look at it, you can work through things and see how far you've come. The same with these videos that I do. If you look at my channel, I have a lot of videos, really raw videos about myself, where I'm very vulnerable in sharing with you all what's going on in my life and who I am. And that's very hard for me to do as an introvert. However, my whole purpose, having all these abilities, the spirit communication, the comfortableness with death, being able to help people with their grief, being able to help people with the Reiki and the intuitive healing and different things, and seeing things maybe the human mind can't see. This whole thing, growing up, I used to hate this gift. I used to think it was a curse, and I still do sometimes when I have bad moments. However, my whole purpose here is to help all of you out there. If I can help one person with my readings, if I can help one person with advice or anything, I would. The only thing I say to people is when clients contact me for private readings or missing persons or whatever, I ask people, do you want to know everything? Do you want me to be honest about everything? And if someone doesn't want to know the bad or doesn't want honesty, then I'm not the right person for them to talk to. I'm really not. And so a lot of people can't handle that. And so you as an introvert, empath, INFJ, all of us, right? The reason why we have a handful of friends that stay with us and people go away, people don't stay very long, is because of the way we are. And so a lot of empaths that I've met that are like me, or INFJs, are hurt. They get their feelings hurt. They get upset because people come into their lives and say they're not going to go anywhere and are really good friends and they have a really close connection with them, and then they disappear. And I'm going to tell you the reason why that happens is because we are a mirror to the soul. So when we see or have friends like that, when they're looking at us or talking to us, they're not being 100% about who they are. So they have, I want to call them demons, but they're not really demons. They have things about themselves that they haven't worked on. They're in denial, and they basically put up a front, right? Not their whole personality, but some of it. And by being friends with us, the mirror is constantly on them, and they can't handle seeing themselves for who they really are because they're not ready to work through whatever it is that they see by looking at you. And I had that happen to me so many times in my life. And what would I do? I would internalize it and think that it was something that I did. Maybe I wasn't a good enough friend. I didn't understand why I was putting in 80% and someone would be 20, or I was putting in 100% and the person was barely doing anything. But yet I was so, so, so desperate for that unconditional love and friendship that I give to people. And then finally one day, after all of this, I looked back on all the people that have fucked me over and have done things to me and blamed me, when I realized, you know what? It's them. It's not me. I've been more than a good friend. I can just tell you stories. Anyways, without getting on a rant, I internalized it and then basically would feel sorry for myself. So my point being is, if you're in that situation right now, it's not you. So the meditation, what it does in the journaling, it makes you work on yourself. It makes you a better person, so that if your goal is to be a healer, an intuitive healer, someone who helps people with your videos, your guidance, whatever it may be, we have to work on everything deep within us so that we can help other people. So I'm convinced I never understood for the longest time why I had such a traumatic life, why everything always went wrong all the time, and I could tell you stories that you would wonder why I'm still here. I once had a therapist, and I'm not insulted by this at all, but I once had a therapist who couldn't understand why I wasn't a drug addict, an alcoholic, or someone who killed myself, or at least attempted to at that time, because of the things that I've been through. And I'm not saying that to make anybody feel sorry for me. I'm really not. I'm saying it because I'm real just like you, and I've been through it and I've done it. And if I can get through everything that I've been through with limited moments of sadness anymore, you can do it. We can all do it. We're worth it. And so my purpose of this channel is to help people. My purpose has always been to help people. My purpose is to be honest and true to who I am and my moral content. And if someone doesn't like that I'm a spirit communicator or a medium, if someone doesn't like that I'm pagan, then you can continue and go to a different channel, because I'm not here to fight you over what's right or wrong. You're not going to change who I am. You're not going to make me go to a religion I don't believe in anymore. I'm who I am, and I'm honest with people about that. And a lot of people can't handle that, especially women, I think. Sometimes are very threatened by women. I also very much embrace my gods and goddesses. And one of them is the amazing group that I follow, the Norse Heathens. I can't remember the exact name of the Facebook page because I'm brain dead today. But I follow that page, and I love all the brothers and sisters I have on that page. They're amazing, and I love following it because, you know, the spiritual gurus and the spiritual path that's going on right now with all the spiritual people on YouTube who talk about what I'm talking about are always about forgive, forgive, forgive. Okay, I get that, because you can't really hold on to the hatred and continue on your path. That's what they think. However, the reason why I belong to the heathen page and why I love my brothers and sisters is because I believe in the eye for an eye. I'm sorry, I really do. And I know a lot of people can't handle that. I'm a very loving and compassionate person. And it takes a lot for me to not like somebody, and a lot for me to feel that I need to get karma back on somebody. I don't go after people. However, if someone hurts me in a way that's they went out of their way to hurt me, then I ask my God and goddesses to help me to give karma back to them. I do that, yes. And as a witch, I do that. I don't go after people, though. I don't ever, if someone comes to me and asks me, I've had people come to me and ask me for a spell to make somebody love them or a spell to hurt somebody. I'm not made like that. And if that's what you want me for, I'm not the right person for you. So, yeah, this moon has been really intense. I'm sorry I went off a rant for a while. And thank you to all my heathen sisters and brothers. I love you guys for sharing my channel. I'm really grateful. So I hope you'll come back to my channel. I hope you'll subscribe if you don't already. Don't forget, my current subscribers, to make sure when you watch a video to hit the like button. It really helps my channel. I'm hoping that after I reach the 100 subscribers, that my next goal is going to be 1,000 subscribers. And hopefully I'll pick a really good gift to give away for that. And I just want my channel to grow. So I'm going to continue to video the readings, the astrology readings. And then I think the next live feed, I'll give at least a week's notice, and I'll do a pick a deck reading where I lay out 3 decks of cards with something to choose from. And you all vote on which one you want me to do first, and I'll do readings that way. What else? Oh, I have a company from Hawaii that's actually sending me one of their subscription boxes that has to do with the metaphysical. And when that comes in, I'll be happy to unbox it and share all the information about the amazing people at this company that I found. And if you know of any companies that you think you might want to see on my channel, let me know. Of course, I can't afford to purchase anything right now because it's expensive. However, if they're willing to send me something, I'd be happy to do an unboxing. I also have another company that I reached out to, but they're not big enough yet to send me anything, but I'm hoping they will soon. So I hope this information that I've talked about with the moon has helped you. Also, too, I want to put a shout out to all my fellow pagan and witches. If there's any subjects you want me to talk about when I do my playlist on different techniques for witches and pagans, let me know. I'm going to do the playlist for that, and then the astrology signs. I'm going to try to create that as well. And then, like I said, intuitive INFJ subject matter. So I'm going to work on that as well. So if there's anything you have a suggestion about or you want to learn about, let me know. I'd be happy to do it. And I hope you all are doing great. I hope you all are having a great week, staying warm in some of the states that are really cold. And I want to give a shout out to my New Zealand family, my tribe family, Jess and Lucy and Holly and Emmett and Daryl and his lovely family. I love you guys. I can't wait until Awkward Love, the next season, comes out. I really am your number one fan, and I love you all so much. Jess, your package is probably going to be there in the next week. I have to go to the post office because I had to have them weigh it. And so I tried to cram it into a cheaper box. So that's what the delay is. I hope you and Brucey like it. And thank you so much, everybody. Love you guys. See you soon. Bye.